You are now listening to
The Really Joe podcast. Really Joe. Really.
What do you think is the reason
The reason for what?
for them being done?
For Hope being down? We all left. Like honestly, like majority of the people that really contributed and did things like that for the team when they were younger moved out of the city because the city ain't got no jobs no more. If you don't work at Tyson here, you ain't doing nothing at Hope. It ain't nothing else there. I think the steel mill still got a few jobs, but it ain't like it was when we was in school. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to make it in Hope now.
Yeah,
They call it the hustle, and that's really why. Hell, you got to hustle to survive, and that ain't how Hope was when we was in school. Like it was plenty of jobs. People was living good. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like that no more. So the kids out here having to be adults at 14, 15, you know what I'm saying? And it's different. That's why you don't see many of them out there. You got 35 kids out there on the football team. Yeah, we had more than that in our senior year almost. We had like 20, 27.
shoot. What was that? What was that? Our junior year, we had like 90 some people on the team.
No, I'm just talking about our senior class on
Oh
the
yeah,
football
yeah.
had down there 30,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they got 35 on a team.
Right.
We was running folks off in 2 days in the summer. Us leaving the city is a part of it, but I understand why.
Yeah.
It ain't no money there. You can't have a family and provide the way you want to provide and Hope anymore, man. You gonna struggle.
Right. Well, I agree. I agree with that. Right. Like us leaving. Right. And but it's kind of like two-sided. Right. In my opinion. So when we first, let's just say after we graduated, and a lot of us was around, wasn't in school, right?
Yeah.
We used to go hoop
Yeah.
almost every day, except for Saturday and Sunday. We hooping, we just hanging out, we chilling, right?
Yeah.
So, we getting the younger generation, they'll come hoop too,
Yeah.
like man, we used to get on the back of Punch Old Grandpa's truck. We'll head to the north. People see us on the back of the truck, they'll come to the park.
Yeah, that's true. They
We
know
hoop.
everybody finna go work out.
Right,
Basically,
right.
that's working
Yeah.
out.
Same thing at the fair park, right?
Yeah.
But when Saturday and Sunday come, we hanging out. A lot of people drinking, a lot of people
Yeah.
smoking. You know what I'm saying? And some of that younger crowd would come around, and
Yeah.
you don't stop what you're doing because I guess at that time you're not really thinking of the effect that it's having
That's
on that
true.
younger kid. Because
Right.
I distinctly remember one time, man, one of my little cousins was around. And I'm like, hey man, don't be doing that in front of him. You know what I'm saying? And keep in mind back then, we trying to slam something.
Right.
We trying to
Right.
slam something, people drinking, people smoking. And I think that younger generation saw like that's the cool thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Just chill. And
Yeah.
yeah, so once everybody leaves, when everybody start kind of breaking up, now you ain't got nobody going to the park and hooping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got, that older person to look up to. It's gonna say, hey man, you don't need to be smoking while you trying to play sports, man. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Wait till you graduate at least, before you get to living like that.
That's true.
And I think that's part of it, right? But man, when I went to a practice the other day and I'm watching all these youngsters, man, they walking around practice. And I'm like, nigga, we couldn't do that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You walking in and out of drills, in and out of reps. And guess what happened tonight? Because I was thinking, I was like, you gotta pace your body to,
Yeah.
for game speed, so that's why you want to practice fast,
That's true.
for game day. So when I seen them cramping, I was like, why are you cramping at the beginning of the third quarter? You
Right.
know, I'm like, that's crazy. And to me, I think that's from them not practicing hard enough or, at a fast enough speed. So when game day come, and not to mention Nashville was going no huddle,
Yeah.
so I'm like, oh yeah, they killing them boys out
Yeah.
there.
And it's and adding on to that, limited players also affects the body cramping up as well.
True,
You know what I'm saying? You have to look at that, and that's gonna also alter how you practice.
yeah,
You know,
that's true.
then go back to 14, 15, 16-year-olds that have to work jobs to help provide. They ain't practice football. That ain't the main priority. I got to help mama pay these bills. I got to put some food on the table. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot that's playing into it over there, man. And I hate it. I hate it. But that, I mean, it's just God honest truth. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
See, my thing is right. I can't give these kids no pass. Not 100%.
Yeah.
Because kids today think they grown. You know,
Yeah.
and just like they not respectful no more. Like to this day, I can go to a restaurant. I went to Burger King earlier. I'm in the drive-through. I'm yes ma'am, no ma'am. That lady
Yeah.
she probably 21.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I done been around this younger generation, and they just cussing like they don't see me there. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like I ain't grown. It's like,
It falls back on our generation and a few years older than us because we the parents. We're the parents of those problems. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's just like you said. It wasn't no more older guys at the park anymore. It translates to the same thing. It's the same thing,
yeah,
you know. But it's sad to say it, but it did happen with our era as far as the parenting as well as moving on from the city.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. And see, that's the crazy thing, right? Because it's like a catch-22. Kind of like how
right?
you were saying. Any of us can understand why people left Hope, right? Just
Yeah,
for better opportunities. But
right.
at the same time, look at the community that we left behind.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
true. That's true.
because our age group, it should have been more of us there. Good positive role models there for that younger generation to
Right.
look up to. But
That's
we all
true.
gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all gone. And it's like
Yeah.
somebody should have been there because, like you say, them parents got to work. They working all the time trying to provide.
Right.
So your kid outside doing what?
Exactly. Whatever they want, whenever they want. You know,
Right.
being grown when they don't have to be.
Yeah. And see, it's kind of crazy because I don't know about other cities, like bigger cities like Little Rock and, Fayetteville and, Dallas, Atlanta. I
Right.
wonder, I wonder if those people lead their communities. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
I'm sure they do, but it being in a smaller city, a smaller town, however you want to say it, it shows up a lot
more.
more.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, it's more drastic to the community.
yeah. And see, and then I'm sitting here trying to think, right? Who was that? Who was those positive people like when we were younger? Or did we even have any? I really it was kind of hard to
Yeah, I think it was less drama amongst our age group at the time. Like, kids gonna be kids, they gonna beef and have drama going on. But we were more into the sports and the things of that nature as opposed to being in the streets like now.
yeah,
So it kind of kept all of us on the same page. So I think that's the biggest difference.
yeah,
All of us grew up and we, even if you didn't want to be an athlete, you were doing something athletic. you know, and
Right, right.
it's not like that anymore.
How you think we could? Because I ain't gonna lie, I get tired of hearing people they talk about hope, especially athletically,
Yeah,
and knowing we come from a different era. So it's
yeah.
like, I don't know, how can we turn that around? Because at this point, just like you say, people moved away from the community, whether it's for work or, just better opportunities, whatever, you know. It's like, how can we come back from that?
It's hard, man. It's something that I don't think just the community could just do. I think you need to find a way to bring jobs back, like real jobs where you can make some decent money.
You
Fulton
think,
got football fields. As much land we got down there, we can make a football field anywhere. Somebody's backyard, wherever. And Denise still talking about Fulton. No, but that's the main thing, man. If Hope could bring back jobs where people can make a decent living, that'll bring people back. It'll bring new people to the area, you know.
oh man, I just now swiped over. Oh, what up, Byron? And yeah. Hey, Sabrina, don't do that, Sabrina. But, yeah. But Denise said Fulton never had football.
You
She
know, she
lied. Hey, y'all had one at y'all house.
yeah, no
Yeah.
doubt.
But look, do you think if they brought jobs back to Hope, that would bring people back to it?
It probably start off a little slow. It'll start off a little slow because Hope has a negative reputation right now. But if it's quality jobs, it's gonna bring people. If you make some decent money, it's gonna bring people.
Mm-hmm.
And kids gonna play. Now getting the rest of the kids back out there, that's gonna be the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, they hustling already. They making a couple of dollars out there in the street. And they gonna laugh at the cats that's sitting on the field trying their hardest and getting beat, you know what I'm saying, like some of these scores have been. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's you know, it's just one of them situations, man. It's gonna take it'll take a while. It'll take a while.
Man, look, I talked to Juice one day, right?
Yeah.
And I told Juice, cause Juice at one point, and keep in mind, I was supposed to get him on the podcast, and we was basically gonna kind of tell his story a little bit about, cause at one point Juice was a real menace out here. You know what I'm saying? He kind of stopped playing sports after all this left, and
Right.
he was just in the streets, and went to the pen, all that, right?
Yeah.
And I told him, man, I was like, I feel like that's when you went down that road when all us left, and it wasn't all us, because it was like a group of us every day, all
Yeah.
day. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
competitive friendships. Everybody pushed each other.
Right.
You
You
know.
know what I'm saying? And we was all staying out the way. We wasn't all
Right.
getting in trouble. Like really wasn't nobody getting in trouble. The name of the episode I had in mind for him was Menace to Mentor. You
Yeah, I
know,
like.
yeah, yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
So so I was like, and I talked to him before, and I'm like, when did you flip the switch? Because at one point, I mean, you were just thugging, you know,
Right.
and then all of a sudden you decided to get back into sports and be that little mentor. Well, not little mentor, but be a
Right.
mentor to that younger generation. Kind of like, we probably were, unbeknownst to us,
Right.
for some younger kid back in the day. And yeah, it's like I think that could help, but it's like I don't see nobody coming back,
True.
now. You know, I,
Yeah,
I
you
think
right.
I think it could help, but then also I think about the parenting, right? You don't
Yeah.
have just like you and Jazz, y'all real involved in
Right.
Jackson and all his athletics. Y'all
Right.
y'all at the practice, y'all at the game, y'all at the training, whatever. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? You don't really have that no more. You
True.
know, it's like, shoot, them kids go to practice, most people drop them off. Just like most people
Right.
drop their kids off at the barbershop today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't stay there.
No.
You know, they don't watch them and be like, hey, this is what you need to work on. Or, have somebody saying, hey, hey, he need to work on this. They
That's
put it
it.
on, they put it all in that volunteer coach hands. It's kind of like
Right.
when you was training, when you was coaching the football.
Right.
I bet you every parent relied on y'all to do everything for
Oh,
them.
no doubt. No doubt. And
You
you get
know,
all the criticism and the blame, but they're
right,
absent at the time. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right. And
Yeah.
and I guess they be forgetting you got 40 kids out there,
Yeah.
and you can't coach all of them up individually. You
Nope.
know, not in one season.
Mm-mm.
You
And
know,
most of 2 to 3 coaches out there anyway. So you
yeah,
can't. The numbers don't add up.
yeah. And another thing, I remember one time I seen a post where they were talking about Coach Bradford, right?
Yeah.
And they was like, Coach Bradford not a good coach. He been coaching the same way for 30, 40 years. And it's true.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, maybe you should get out there with your kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
or get him some type of trainer. I mean, if you know Coach Bradford ain't a good coach and your kid going to Hope High School, why would you think he gonna do anything for your child? you know?
Right.
So it's
Right.
like, to me it says you need to get out there with your kid.
Right. And it also and that's the biggest point. Getting out there with your kids early enough, you know what I'm saying, in their athletic careers. And then you don't have to worry about Coach Bradford's style of coaching once he's in high school because he has the ability to overcome coaching, whether good or bad.
Right.
You know, you can't blame the coach, and because Bradford had some very successful teams,
Yeah, he did.
but he also had a lot of athletes on those successful teams. It's not enough athletes in Hope anymore. The kids don't push they don't push each other that way. The adults are not pushing them that way, but you expect these coaches to get out there, a couple hours a day and turn them into superstars. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
Right. And see, I think that's another big thing right there too, though. Them kids, they not holding each other accountable. Kind of like on the football team, you got 30 some kids, right?
Yeah.
Back in our day, we not hanging with people that's running the streets. You know what I'm
No,
saying? We'll
here
talk to them, we'll chop it up,
together.
but yeah, everybody we
Yeah.
fooling with, we play football together, we
Yep.
play basketball, we play track together, or we
Yep.
do all this above together.
That's it.
Just like you probably didn't even want to play basketball your senior year, right?
No, I quit. I quit the second day of practice. You
Right.
know,
But but
I was
I'm
forced to come back.
yeah, but I'm sure just pretty much all your friends playing was like, hey, F it, I'm gonna go out here too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Who I'm
Yeah.
hanging with? Who I'm
Because
hanging with?
we all left out together and we was all made go back together.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
so it's like I think that kind of plays a factor into it too, because it's like if I'm on the football team, we got 30 some people. I'm trying to recruit people that I know can play.
Exactly.
It's like, look, dude, hey, kind of like Puncho. Puncho never played football
Yeah.
until our senior year,
Yep.
and it's
That's
like, you know, like, come on, he can come out there, and
right.
even though he wasn't the best football player,
Right.
at least he tried. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? He was out there with us. He going through all the drills with us.
Yeah.
He gave us a good laugh.
One of the only people that hung with us that didn't play sports like that.
Right, right.
You know, but he got into it. Like you said, he got back involved in sports. Pancho was a basketball player throughout his youth.
Mm-hmm.
Got out of it, got back in it, then he got into football. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's how we all work. you know.
Right, right. It's like, man, it's sometimes it'd be hard for me to believe that it's just 30 something kids that want to play football in a whole
Right,
city,
right,
in a whole city.
right.
In the year what 2001, we had 90 something
Hmm.
people that wanted to play on our football team.
Yeah,
How do the numbers go down
right.
that low?
Yeah,
We went from 90 something people in 2001 to 20 years later we got 30.
yeah. That's true. But you also got to think about this too. It wasn't just people of color that left. You know what I'm saying? So there's a
Yeah.
lot of kids that be playing football at Hope High School that's at Spring Hill, you know, and some of these other schools that are closer by because of the way the city has become.
Hmm.
You know, I don't blame them. If the city is going down, you know, I got to raise my kids the best way possible. So they take their kids out of the school and they place them in other schools. I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the people that leave for better opportunities, you know, as adults. So
Yeah.
it all plays a role. And you know, we look at everybody in certain ways because of when they move out, when they pull their kids out of the school, but you can't fault them. You know what I'm saying? It's a better situation.
Yeah.
You know,
It-
I would love for it to something to come up to where we could fix Hope, but right now I don't see no jobs coming, and that's gonna prevent people from coming back.
yeah. You know, I like I agree with you on that, right? But I think me personally, I really feel like that's a couple different things. I think that's a little systematic for one,
Partially, yes, yeah,
because you got people that go to school in another city, but they still technically live in Hope.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, so how is that allowed? You
true.
know,
When
legally.
they open up all the districts now.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh, so it's open.
live in Texas County, Arkansas, and drive to Hope, or vice versa. They done open this stuff up, man. It's so crazy now.
See, that makes it even worse though,
Yeah,
because most times you want to retain all your students that you can as a school,
right.
you know, and then because if you look at like, okay, I mean, let's just call a spade a spade. They say most white people or Caucasians, not trying to be offensive, took their kids to Spring Hill and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
Spring Hill gonna take everybody they can get to boost their numbers, whether it's athletically, academically, financially. you
yeah,
know, of course they're gonna take everybody that you can get. But
right.
it's like how you allow that? Like when did schools become open like that?
Man, it hadn't been long. It hadn't been long at all.
And that's crazy. It's kind of like they want Hope to like pretty much die as a city. It's kind of
Yeah,
like they want everybody on the north to be in and out of jail on probation, parole.
yeah,
You already can't vote for mayor.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, as a city.
right.
And it's like how is that allowed, man? It's crazy. And the
Yeah,
crazy thing, when I'm down there, I mingle around with some people. But
yeah.
it's like, how many people know that they can't even vote for mayor? They don't even know how the mayor is elected.
For real?
Yes, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
fact. They don't even know how the mayor is elected.
that's crazy.
Better yet, do you even know who the mayor's been for a long time?
No, I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
I, I really don't.
It was
Uh-uh.
it was Steve Montgomery. Steve Montgomery used to own McDonald's for a
Yeah,
long time.
right.
He had been the mayor for a long time. And it's like, now Hope is considered predominantly black now.
Or Latino.
Right.
That's pretty all in it.
Right. Right. So it's like how you have a city that's predominantly black, but them same black people can't vote for mayor.
Right. Yeah.
It's crazy, ain't it?
Crazy. That really is. That
Yeah.
really I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really crazy, man. I met a lady. And if I could think of her name, man, maybe I had to put it in the comments. Sylvia Brown, that's her name.
That's it, Sylvia. You
Yeah,
sure right.
Sylvia. Hey, shout out to Sylvia Brown.
Fulton too.
Yeah, yeah,
Denise.
yeah.
That's,
She from Fulton. Hey,
yeah.
and I'm talking about she sharp, man. like,
Oh yeah.
like she really sharp. But
That's true.
I learned a lot of that from her, just talking with her. You know,
Gotcha.
because she kind of be behind the scenes doing a
Yeah.
lot of stuff like for the city, or trying to do things for the city. A lot of people probably don't even know about.
Right.
But that lady, she real passionate, about what she doing. She really want to see some changes. And yeah, hopefully one day, we can kind of get us somewhere. But what's what's the number one thing? Let me ask you this, because I don't want to keep you too long, man. I know
Yeah.
you got family stuff to do.
Nah, you
What's
straight.
the number one thing you think we could do as individuals to turn hope around?
Whew. First thing is get with Sylvia. That's really the first thing you need to do for real, because she has a plan. She really has plans and stuff like that. Like I don't have a plan right now, but I love to see it and I love to help, but I don't have a plan right now. But like I said, you got to find ways to get jobs back in Hope. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, it seems like they're trying to destroy Hope, like end it. Well, anywhere you go,
Mm-hmm.
when the city doesn't have a lot of jobs and a lot of money coming in, what's the biggest business? It's the prison system. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth to jail. The city will make money off of that. So I think, and that plays a part on both sides. You got to figure out a way to keep people out, and you got to find other ways for money to come into the city. It can't just be off of, you know what I'm saying, putting people in jail and stuff like that. Because, that's how Louisiana does it. They make a lot of money out of the prison system. You know what I'm
Big business.
saying? Yeah. And Louisiana doesn't have a lot of major cities. Same thing as Arkansas. Arkansas don't have a lot of major cities. So you have to find ways to bring in revenue, especially to the small towns like we come from, including Eudora, you know what I'm saying? The small towns. Like
Yeah.
it's not gonna be a lot of money. But now I say this thing though, they're building all of these plants and stuff like that, but they're putting them in areas like Fulton, Mineral Springs and those areas now.
Yeah, Nashville, D Queen.
Yeah. And it's generating a lot of money. Hope got plenty of room. Hope got plenty of room for that type of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Even the stuff that's in Fulton ain't really getting the money off of it. Like all the money Mineral Springs getting, from that power plant.
Mm.
Hell, it ain't even in Mineral Springs.
Yeah.
It's between Fulton and Baghdad. That money could have went to Hope School District. Not trying to knock Mineral Springs. Hell, you could have divided the money up. But it's politics and everything that goes on. And it's sad that Hope is getting the worst part of it. But that's gonna be one of the key things, man. You got to get jobs, you got to get people back involved in wanting the community to be better. I don't think anybody really does that. I'm sure it's a few, but not enough. You got to get the kids back involved with kid activities instead of, what I'm saying, doing what they're doing to try to help provide. I understand you got to help provide in the situation, but the streets ain't where it's at, because now you're gonna be a part of the system, and it's just gonna cycle over again and again.
Yeah.
But it's gonna take a lot of different stuff, man. It's gonna take a lot of different stuff.
Man, I'm gonna be real with you. This is just my opinion. I gotta put it on the parents, right?
Yeah.
And keep in mind, I'm saying for the city and for the kids, that younger generation, them teenagers.
Yeah.
because you don't really see a lot of parents that's active in their kids' life like that. Not no
No,
more.
no.
Because if you really think about it, and this no disrespect to anybody, most adults, especially of our age, they acting more like kids than the kids.
Facts.
They the ones all on social media every
Yeah.
day, all day. You know what I'm saying? Come on, let an episode of P Valley come on.
Oh yeah.
What your timeline gonna say? Gonna be showing?
Bunch of Uncle Clifford's this and all.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Plies talking about it. So what the people, regular people talking about it.
Right. You
But
know what I'm
that ain't
saying?
and they need to be talking about. It's
Right.
cool. It's cool to have entertainment and stuff, but reality got to come first. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
This is no disrespect to nobody. This is just my observation. I was talking to Denise about this just the other night. I seen so many people comment and talking about this Jay-Z and Lil Wayne verse. I ain't even heard the song.
Yeah, I saw that, but I hadn't heard it either. I don't know what they're
Yeah.
talking about.
I done heard so much about P Valley, I've never watched it.
Yeah,
Right? But I've heard so much about when Power was on.
yeah,
Everything else is going on in the world, right?
I
And
agree.
and sometimes, that can kind of influence you to kind of comment or chime in about it, right? Oh,
Yeah.
when that lady put the video out about feeding the kids, bringing McDonald's. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, boy.
Oh my God.
Everybody was on that.
Fool. I chimed in. I'm like, dude, it's fake. Like, it's obviously fake. What are y'all talking about?
Right.
I've gotten to that point in my life where the only thing I really watch is sports and
Yeah.
and love at the lockup.
Those, but I know how to separate entertainment from real life.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of people get twisted at. They don't know how to separate, and that goes with the music, the TV, everything. They don't know
Yeah.
how to separate real and fake.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. People in their 30s and 40s on Facebook more than these teenagers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, back in the day, your parents, well, social media wasn't around either, but
Right.
your parents busy. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got time for you or social media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They working, they cooking, they cleaning, they sleeping.
Right. That's
You know what
true.
I'm saying? So it's like, people on social media with their kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, what's the crazy dude? I call him crazy, but I like some of the stuff he be saying. The dude is attacking all the rappers, man. The little dude
Charleston White.
man, people underestimating that dude, man. People underestimating that dude. Like, yeah, he wild with it, but dude putting some real game out there,
He
man.
putting real game out there. But
He
guess
put
what though?
game out there.
$1 million worth of game get 1 million views, and they ain't doing nothing but talking to a rapper about something that they done talked about before.
Right, right.
And just like,
on
say that again.
they probably saying the same stuff they done said on Vlad TV.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I watched the video with Cameron. Cameron's my guy back in the day.
Yeah.
And they was talking about him deleting Jay-Z verse. You know how many times I done heard this story?
Right.
And
Right.
like Charleston White said, where's the game?
Right. It ain't
Ain't no game.
none.
It ain't no game. But guess what? People tune in every episode.
Because it's the drama. It's drama and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People love it. People love it.
Yeah. And see, my thing, just like I was saying, I put this on the parents, right? And it's not just about the kids, but look at the effect that we as people have on our communities. You know what I'm saying? You can get on social media, like I was saying, and see 100 posts about a damn TV show that's fake.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But you're not gonna see too many posts. You might see 1-2 posts where it say, hey, this person, tag that person, say, hey, this person work hard every day, provide for their kids. I take my hat off to you.
Right.
Or You don't see a post where somebody say, "Hey, this person just lost somebody. Hey, we all
Right.
need to get together and you know what I'm saying, do something for this person."
That's
But
true.
what they'll do, they'll share a GoFundMe. No, won't you go help that person? You've been knowing them your whole life.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Won't you come out your pocket? Or, get you remember back in the day when people used to die and your neighbors cook food for you and bring all the food over?
Yep.
What happened
But
to that?
well, you very seldom see it now.
Yeah,
You
you
very
know what I'm saying? And just like how we was talking about, the kids being grown and Hope is predominantly black, the school system going down, the athletics going down, right?
yeah.
I grew up on the north, right?
Yeah.
Most people I see, except for the young people I know, I've been knowing for years, right?
Right.
Since back in the gap. Why all them don't work together as a unit?
That's true.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
and that goes way back, dog. That goes way back. And you think about this. Think about this. What do most black homes do when their child hits 18?
Put them out.
Put them out.
Got to
You
roll.
okay, you got to figure it out.
Yeah,
You're on your own demand now. You know what I'm saying? We the only people who really do that.
that's a
We
fact.
don't do that, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
18, you still a kid. You
Right.
clueless. You don't know nothing about the real world. You know what I'm saying? But we push them out.
Man, look, see, I always say this, right? We are our biggest enemies
Oh,
as
no,
as black people, right?
that over
And
here.
and keep in mind, I'm real observant, right? So you know how many times I've seen somebody that I've been knowing since middle school, high school, or whatever, maybe even elementary, and
Right.
they don't speak. It's like, damn, man, we ain't gotta be best friends,
Right.
but
We
but
know.
yeah, we know of each other. I
Yeah.
don't I don't I don't have no ill will towards you. You don't have none to me. You can't speak. You know what I'm saying?
Simple.
Or or how many times like I done been on Facebook and I see somebody's birthday. Look, so if I see you, if I know you cross paths with you, hey, happy birthday, man.
Right.
That don't cost me a thing to wish you a happy birthday.
Showing a little love. That's
Yeah,
it.
you know what I'm saying? But I see people just cause somebody ain't in their circle, you can't get on Facebook and tell them happy birthday because they ain't in your circle.
Yeah.
What sense does that make?
You're right.
And it's like to me, that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. I feel like if parents, if mainly parents start working together as a community,
Yeah.
that's gonna help the kids. You
Yeah.
know?
Because there is, me growing up in Fulton, small town, it really was a village. Everybody helped raise each other. You know what I'm saying? And it played a big part in how I was raised and how I came up. And I think I came up pretty good. We didn't have the best of everything, but everybody looked out for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like that at all anymore. And it's our era, it's our generation that let that go, let that stuff go. You know,
Hmm.
it's more so about it's the me thing.
Yeah.
It's not about us. It's always about
Yeah.
me. You
Yeah.
know, and that's destroying black people everywhere. It ain't just in Hope. It ain't just in Southwest Arkansas. East Texas. It's everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are our own demise.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. And you know what? I had that talk today with somebody, with some people, and
Yeah,
I was like, black people are the only people that don't work together.
yeah,
Like I used to go to D Queen a lot, for work, and I ran into a family of Hispanic people. Every
yeah.
one of them got a business. The mama, all her sons, all of them got a business, and all their businesses kind of coincide with each other.
Right.
I ran into this white guy at my kid's soccer practice. He was telling me he got a business. He got a
Yeah.
business. Another one of his family members that has a business that can work with that one. And just for an example, he does a contractor work, or construction, building homes. One of his brothers got a landscaping. Another family member friend got siding. Another one got roofing.
So
And all of them,
everybody cars,
right,
it's the whole family, you know.
right, the whole family, and all of them coincide with each other. We the
Yeah.
only people that don't do that. But let me tell you what we will do. We'll find a lick to get us some money. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna charge you though, so you can get the insight that I got.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it's like, how does that work?
But
You know,
see, to me, I don't think a lot of us open our minds up enough to start your own business or do this and that. Now, if say for instance, if I've seen this before, if you start a business and it's starting to flourish a little bit, everybody on the outside is talking. It's something up with that. I don't trust this. I don't trust that. But then the other thing that we'll do, we'll go try to start the same business instead of, like you said, networking and
right?
finding something that could coincide. No, I'm gonna just try to take your business.
Yeah, yeah.
Like crabs in a barrel, man. That don't work.
Right, right.
Ain't
It don't
nobody
work. And see, look, I used to have this talk with one of my coworkers, right? You know, you got a lot of people now that starting their own business, and that's cool, you know. But I think that they go about it the wrong way. Everybody want to start their own business. They want to build it up and make it successful on their own, so they can say, "Hey, I did this by myself," right?
right.
So when you got
Ah,
to,
me,
right,
man. You see what I'm saying?
right. So when you got a business, what's the number one thing that you got to worry about? Turnover, you know,
Yeah.
profit loss. You know what I'm saying, right? So I was talking to my coworker, and I was like, "Look, do you think anybody has ever thought about, instead of me starting this business on my own, maybe I should get 10 of my friends or family members and we all put in on this business?
Yeah.
So instead of having to hire 9 employees and worry about somebody stealing from your company, I got 10 part owners and I
Right.
got 10 employees
Yeah.
who care about my business and want it to succeed
Right.
and build it up. And whether you branch off later or not, cool. But that's 10 people that you can
Yeah.
establish something with.
Right.
And it's like nobody, I swear, nobody, not our people, we don't think
No,
like that.
because that's gonna improve all 10 of y'all credit line and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's winning.
Yeah,
Everybody's winning in that situation.
yeah,
But like you said, it go back to that me. Well, it's mine. I came up with it. I get the most because I came up. If we in it together, we all gonna eat. That shouldn't matter, you
yeah.
know. But
And, and see, and let me say this too, because I got to go back to my boy Juice, right? Because
yeah,
I know Juice since we was young, since we was teenagers, right? And I know what he done been through, right? Well, a lot of what he been through.
right,
And I done seen that man get out. He didn't even care about basketball no more.
yeah,
And then I seen him turn the leaf over and start training these kids
yeah,
in Southwest Arkansas.
yeah,
So guess what you see now? A bunch of people training kids now.
yeah. Oh
And
yeah, that's exactly what I just said.
yeah.
Yeah,
And it's like, why not work with that man? You know what I'm saying? Y'all just hey, like I done told Juice before, and this another thing we don't do as a community. We don't give people their props. I told Juice one day, hey man, I'm proud of you, man.
oh,
You know what I'm
straight
saying?
up.
Keep doing what you're doing. You know, but why not like be that person? You like what he doing? Hey man, what can I do to help? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I want to be part of the team, whatever. But
And that's another thing folks don't know about Juice. Juice helping out a lot of folks over here with the youth sports and stuff. Juice plugging them in with a lot of different stuff. And it ain't even basketball related. He dealing with folks in football and all that.
right,
People don't, he helping them folks get kids and everything. You know.
right, you know. But it's like, you know, it's just kind of crazy, man. You don't better yet. Hold on, let me throw this guy name out there, Pat. Uh, what's Pat last name? You know Pat. Corey brother, Patterson. Is it Patterson?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Pat.
yeah.
Pat been giving back to that community, to his community since I was a kid.
That's true.
What
That's
credit do that man get?
nah.
None.
And Pat creates so many businesses, dog. Like he got his own football league, he got his own team, he got basketball leagues. Pat doing his thing. I give him that.
Yeah. How many people you think tell Pat, hey Pat, we appreciate what you're doing for the community, Pat. You've been
Not,
doing it for 20
not,
plus years.
not
Pat
many at
doing
all.
Pat doing little league. He used to do
Yep.
semi pro. I think
Yep.
he did basketball league. Don't nobody give that man his credit.
Uh,
And I'm gonna be
he
real with you.
long
Yeah,
time.
long time with no credit, and he's still out here.
That's
You know what
it.
I'm saying? You got people that got businesses, and all they want is your money.
That's it.
You know, you got people with good 9 to 5 jobs. All they want is your money. They don't care about them kids.
Right.
That man been doing it for all these years with no credit.
Yeah. And
You
that
know what
take
I'm
his
saying?
it take his money to build all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Each time he do it, you know, he gotta come out of pocket for that.
right. And I'm gonna be real with you. Some of this stuff, it really didn't hit me until Alec died.
Yeah.
And I really realized what a staple of the community he was.
Right.
You know,
I I
and I,
agree with
and it's like because just cutting hair, he done cut so many kids' hair. So many kids been coming to him since he was teenagers till they grown,
Yep.
and it made me hit Mike up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Mike, you know, it's kind of like you that guy now.
Yeah, you next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. You got to be a staple for the community, but you know, Mike, he called him. He kind of already on it. You know, he talked to the kids. He know what's going on. Hey man, why you doing this? You know, running around acting crazy, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you think he get any credit for that?
Nah.
That's how we do though.
That's it. That's it. And I agree with you there. I agree with you 110.
Yeah,
Elliot, and he to me, he was one of them people that could influence and shut down a lot of BS that go on. And you know what I'm saying? And it's because he was just a genuine dude. And I mean he got their
hmm
respect. That's how you get it. You ain't gotta be out here flogging and to high side and trying to be the man. You know, he just did what he do. And he just communicated with the people, and the people loved him for that.
yeah. He's a
You know,
solid guy, man.
that's
I
it.
had a talk with Scotty too, and I'm like, man, y'all got to be the staples in the community because y'all really the only constant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all the constant. You know, y'all touch more people than like
That's
say for instance me and you.
right.
You know, so it's like people. I think people got to realize that and kind of appreciate them for their role because I done been in the barbershop with Scott and he talking to these little kids, you know,
Right.
trying to tell them, you know, stay out the way, how to go out and get some money without, you know what I'm saying, getting in the streets and,
Yeah.
hey man, go get your CDL if nothing else, you know, let's just say somebody that got a felony or something, you know.
Yeah.
I done been around it. But it's like us normal parents, we don't really recognize it, you know.
Right. I agree 100. I agree 100 with that.
Yeah.
And another thing we was talking about, how can we help influence or change hope?
Yeah.
I think giving these kids knowledge about trade schools, because everybody ain't gonna go to college. Everybody ain't gonna go to college. There is other options. You know what I'm saying? Like getting these kids in the trade school, learning the trade, man, and make buku money. I worked a year out in the oil field in West Texas. The welders out there, dog, they might work. We might work 12 to 16 hour shift. They'll probably work an hour combined. The other time they sitting in big old dually trucks, AC blowing, watching movies. They at work though. They get paid 16 hours, but you work the hour. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And all you had to do was learn how to weld at 18, 19 years old. You know, it's a lot of things that they're not teaching these kids. You know, you promote college, and yeah, I'm all for it, but the majority's not gonna go, and the
Right.
majority's not gonna finish. Get a trade, man. Get a
Well,
trade.
well, I agree with you because with a couple things that you said. So like I put an episode out on the podcast where I was like, stop pushing your kids out the house before
Yeah,
25. You're not even grown till
I
you're
agree with
25,
that too. I
right?
agree.
And not only just that, let them just imagine if we had 20, 30, $40,000 saved up before we left the house to
Right,
where, and just imagine if we were working on top of that. So we
right.
could just go straight into putting a down payment on a home, right?
That's
So I put that out before, right? Also, I also put out I'm not a firm believer in going to college anymore. You know, I rather I rather for my kids to go get a trade,
yeah.
you know, versus starting out their life in debt. You
In
know.
that don't happen majority of the time.
Now, but taking that and going back to what you said about bringing more jobs to Hope,
Right.
you could take that trade and create you more businesses in Hope,
That's true. That's
and then
true.
and employ some people. You
Right.
know, so you don't have to rely on the factory jobs or, you know, well, Tyson the biggest employer in Hope.
Yeah.
What the bakery probably second.
Probably.
Yeah,
And
but
the bakery used to be booming back in the day. It ain't like it used to be either.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So
The
it's
bakery used to be a good job.
yes, yes.
You know, like people, man, you used to see them white suits every day, all day
And they
back
got
in
some
the day.
money. When
Yeah,
you looked at that suit and you knew they were making some money.
yeah.
You know, just like you seen somebody with steel toe boots and the little steel
In the weather's cap.
yeah, weather cap. They got
Yeah,
money. You
right,
know, that
right.
you learn. That's what
Yeah.
we
And see, I think that's what people are overlooking. It's like, dude, take that trade, create you a business, man. You don't have to run off to another state. You know what I'm
right,
saying? You can create what Dallas have, but we don't have. Bring it here.
right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all we got to do. And you know, like right now, it's cool to hear that Hope is predominantly black or predominantly Hispanic. Either or. That's cool as
No,
a person of color. But it's like, but we
like,
gotta treat it right.
yeah,
We
let's make it right.
Yeah, we gotta make Hope the new Atlanta. Make
Right,
it cool. You know
right.
what I'm saying? You know,
That's
we gotta make it Dallas. Like we gotta make it cool to, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, I ain't doing nothing the weekend. Man, I'm finna go to Hope, man. I'm finna
right.
go to Hope and kick. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot. We had a club.
Yeah,
Look how that happened. Look what happened with that.
right.
Y'all want to fight every weekend. You see these people Monday through Friday. You want to go to the club and fight every Saturday night.
It don't make sense.
Don't make sense. You see these folks every day,
Yeah,
and because you know they probably work together.
right.
You
And
know what I'm saying?
that pillow talking and all,
Yeah.
that
You know what I'm saying? But you want to go to this club. It was a nice. Scott and them had a nice club at Sweet 11.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Hey, it was like a little lounge, had the couches in it. Y'all
yeah,
want to fight every week? Done got them shut down, man.
yeah.
He trying to bring something to the city.
Afraid that we don't need to see too much more. And we just spoke highly of a few of them. Barbers, especially, but over here in Texarkana, oh man, since they put that little barber school up, it's 1,000,001 barbers. I mean, how everybody gonna eat? You know what I'm saying? You got 1,000,000 barbers in a town with 60,000 people. It don't add up.
Yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
I respect them all and all of that. They good at what they do, but everybody can't eat off the same hustle. You know what I'm saying? And in Hope, that's the same. That's the same issue, but it's not with the barbers.
All right. He was drugs.
It's the street.
Yeah.
Everybody have the same hustle, man.
Yeah.
You know that's
And
why everybody getting jammed up because okay, if I'm gonna eat, I can't have him on my block, and
yeah,
vice
yeah,
and that's the other thing. You taking a couple of dollars and turn it into the city's money because you going to jail.
right. Yeah.
It's
Hey, turn
working.
into to police officers' kids' college tuition.
Right. Like it's
You
not,
know.
but everybody get caught up in it because it's fast. But it ain't many of them over there making a lot of money. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
not like that.
No, even that
It's,
comes.
and see, man, I had this talk with Denise the other day, man. You remember when we was younger, and this is what we got to get back to. We got to get back to. You remember when they used to ask you what you want to be when you grow up,
Yeah.
and you say a doctor, a lawyer. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? We don't have. I promise you, we don't have that many kids that want to be a doctor, a
No.
lawyer. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
dreams. You know what I'm saying? They're not taught to push and strive for their dreams.
Right,
You know,
right. You know,
this
the person,
is how you
the
got to.
yeah. You know, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Say that again.
I said that's what they're being taught.
Yeah,
Okay, your current situation is life, and you just got to deal with it. It ain't about okay. You got to find a way to get out of it. You want to be a doctor? Okay, these are the steps to be a doctor. You know, this is what you have to do grades wise to get into a medical program. They ain't teaching that.
yeah. And then you know, hey,
Here you a gram and this and that. You know about the streets. You know, you could be
and
a math teacher the way you teaching them how to do that.
then hey, a college professor. We got a college there.
You could do all that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Don't nobody want to be police officers no more.
No,
Paramedics.
no.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I bet if somebody see this that work at the school, at the high school preferably, maybe
Yeah.
even middle school, ask them kids what they want to be today. I just want to see the answer.
Half of the teachers don't even want to be teachers because they ain't getting paid. They ain't
Yeah,
making, especially in Hope.
right.
Ain't nobody making no money. Admin is making the money. They getting money, but the teachers ain't making no money.
Yeah,
You know,
it's true.
but
It's,
you all this money is in admin. But what are y'all doing to help the students, help the teachers, so the teachers can really take their job serious and teach? You know what I'm saying? It goes back to the me thing again. You know, hell, I'm getting mine. You know,
right.
and Hope is full of that.
Yeah,
Cause this
yeah,
area combined is full of that. You know, it's not just Hope. Like I say, I don't want to just put it all on Hope this and Hope that. It's
right,
all
right,
around us. It's all
right.
around. It's a me thing.
Yeah, yeah, it's true, man. Well, look, man. Hey, I appreciate you for joining me, man, on some last minute type stuff, man. Hey, I just happened to hit Jamie. He picked up. Hey, he
Yeah,
said, hey, I got you.
you know,
Yeah, yeah. So look, hey, I'm gonna put this on my podcast, man.
yeah, that's
You
cool.
know, hey, I might even cut out the you doing talk. I don't even know yet.
You can leave that because they talking right now.
Yeah, yeah. But look, hey, I appreciate you for joining me. Anybody who viewed or may view it in the future, also go check out my podcast. You know, hold up.
I
Yeah,
like.
yeah. Go check.
I need one
Yeah.
of them.
Hey, man, it's nothing, man. You know, hey, man, I can draw you up something, man. You know.
Yeah, I need something like that.
Hey, boy, look, boy, Denise so petty. Talk
Go.
about gold badges.
The
Hey,
only
go
badge
meet.
I know is Arkadelphia.
You hear me?
That's the only badge I know. We
Hey,
punish too.
hey, tell her to meet you at the red light downtown in Eudora, though.
Uh,
They ain't got one.
I'm gonna put on the yacht in Fulton Monday. Y'all just come on down, baby.
Hey, go down the lake. Huh?
Yes, sir. The yacht club.
Yeah, yeah. But hey, man, hey, Jamie, I appreciate you for joining me, man.
Oh, it's
Hey,
all good, baby.
yeah, hey, till next time, people.
And we were
We out.
talking our class. Shout out O3, baby. Hope
Yeah, man.
there go one just jumped in. You see it?
Hey, okay, Chris,
You
I
see
see
it?
you, man.
O3.